Of the world. They lied and stole and smoked cigars, even the girls, and taught dirty and hit little kids and cussed their teachers and set fire to Brad Shoemaker's old broken down tool house.
And that's not all. Somebody sent 5 dozen donuts for the firemen, and the prisoners ate them all. And when they couldn't eat, they stuffed in their pockets and down the front of their shirt. And they wrote this really, really dirty word on the back of Noel's favorite turtle. So now, they only can't take her to her little YMCA pet show. Her mother won't let her. What was the word? And they did it in fluorescent paint, so it glows in the dark. So when you can't even see the turtle, you can still see the word. And they put a whole bunch of tadpoles in the school drinking fountain, and Miss Barnes swelled up to her fever to say, somebody yelled, "Mildred, stop, you're drinking tadpoles." But it was too late. Did she get sick? Not right away.
And that's not all. Now I'm going to tell you about the Christmas pageant and what they did to that. There were 6 of them: Ralph, Imogene, Leroy, Claudia, Ollie, and Gladys. And they went through the Woodrow Wilson School like those South American fish that would strip your bones clean. And they went around town the same way, stealing things and tearing things up and whamming kids, so it was hard to get away from them. There was only one safe place.
Sweet hour of prayer, because there are no husbands there. But Jesus loves his sing, because he keeps their wiles away.
That's my little brother Charlie. That's what he said when the Sunday school teacher asked him what his favorite part about church was. He said, "No herdmen." That made the teacher mad because everybody else said good things about God and Jesus and good feelings, but old Charlie told the real truth. No herdmen.
Not a very Christian sentiment, Charlie.
Well, it is a very practical sentiment. Charlie was all black and blue last year because he sat next to that Leroy Herdman in school.
Is he the worst one? Is Leroy?
They're all the worst ones.
Ralph's the biggest, so if Ralph gets you...
What makes it different? Gladys is big, but she's fat, she's mean, and she's white.
Sorry, just stay away from all of them.
That's what I said. Stay away from them. Go to church.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that.
Why?
Well, no arguments this year about the Christmas pageant.
Want to be a shepherd again.
Well, then tell Mrs. Armstrong you want to be a wise man.
I don't want to be in it.
Everybody's in it. Well, think how I'd feel sitting there Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in the Christmas pageant. Well, think how your father would feel. Well, you'd feel terrible, wouldn't you?
Well,
Wouldn't you, Bob?
well, actually, I wasn't planning on going. You know how crowded it always is. I can use my seat. I thought I'd just stay at home, go to my bathrobe and relax. Besides, there's never anything different about a Christmas pageant.
Well, there'll be something different about it this year.
What?
Charlie will be borrowing your bathrobe.
You just made that up, Grace.
Why don't you be Joseph? Elmer Hopkins will pay you $1 to be Joseph. He's sick of being Joseph every year, just because his father's the minister. No one wants to be Joseph.
Nobody wants to be in it.
What are you going to be this year?
I'm always in the angel choir.
Why can't Charlie be an angel in the choir?
Because I can't sing.
That hasn't made much difference in the past. To me, a Woody and the Manger always sounds like a closet full of mice.
What are you wearing?
bed sheet. Oh boy, bathroom with bed sheets. Let's go in there.
Now, you know, Mrs. Armstrong always tries very hard to give everyone a lovely experience.
Oh, Mom, Mrs. Armstrong just likes hunting.
Oh, well, she's right, of course. Mrs. Armstrong runs the potluck supper. She directs the Christmas pageant. Well, I think she preached a sermon if anyone would let her.
Is that George Armstrong's wife?
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe she'll try to manage the hospital, because that's where she is. I talked to George in the drugstore. He said his wife broke her leg this morning. She's been in traction for 2 weeks and laid up till the first of the year.
The first of the year? Then we'll have to cancel Christmas.
She's in charge of Christmas?
Well, she might as well be. She does the potluck supper and the bazaar and the pageant. Well, I feel sorry for Helen, but who's going to do all those things?
Yes, I'll take care of the bazaar, Edna, and you'll do the potluck supper. I don't know what we'll do about the Christmas pageant, unless... How about Grace?
Oh, I just can't. I've got company all Christmas week. How about Grace?
Oh, Grace! Bob,
What?
I have to direct the Christmas pageant.
Does that mean I have to go?
Oh, you...
Our Christmas pageant isn't what you'd call four-star entertainment. Mrs. Armstrong breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that ever happened to it. It was always the same old Christmas story, the same old carols, and the same old Mary and Joseph. And my mother was stuck with it. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
Tell you again, Grace, how important it is to give everyone a chance. Here's what I do. I always start with Mary, and I tell them that we must choose our Mary very carefully because, after all, Mary was the mother of Jesus.
Oh, well, I know that, Helen.
Yes, and then I tell them about Joseph and how he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain that.
I thought Mrs. Armstrong was in traction. What's he talking about? She's in traction. What do you think traction is? Like where they put you to sleep?
No such luck. Beth, we'll need some more napkins.
Okay.
And I always say there are no small parts, only small actors.
Yes, Penny.
You will save some for the rest of us, won't you, Charlie?
I'm hungry. We already heard my homework lunch today.
How can you let him do that to you day after day?
How can I stop her? Where's the chicken?
I don't know. Grace, where's the chicken?
Still in the oven.
I'll get it.
You'll need to get someone to push the baby angels on stage, otherwise they get in each other's way and bend their wings. Bob can do that. And he can keep an eye on the shepherds too. Oh, another word about the angel choir. Grace, don't let her wear lipstick.
Gotta go,
They
Helen.
think to learn to play, they have to wear lipstick.
Yes, I'm coming. Oh, but...
Lady, can you give me some supper? I haven't had a square meal in 3 days.
Well, I guess Helen's just feeling lonely at the hospital.
I was lonely at the table. How can she be lonely with all the telephones over there?
I bet she told you about no small parts, only small actors. And getting somebody to shove the baby angels on and make the shepherd shut up.
Well, yes, she did. She suggested your father.
Does that mean I have to go?
Oh, and Grace, don't get just anybody's baby for Jesus. Get a quiet one. Better yet, get two if you can. That way, if one turns out to be fussy, you can always switch them.
Mrs. Armstrong. She said she was stuck in the hospital with nothing to do but think up problems. And there weren't going to be any problems. Of course, my mother didn't count on the herdman. That was Charlie's fault.
Leroy, give me back my lunch. Sure can't here. Hey, you stole my dessert again. How do you know? Because it isn't there. What was it? 2 Twinkies. That's right. That's
What?
Hey, Leroy, you think it's so great to steal my dessert every day? You know what? I don't care if you steal my dessert. Let me give you my dessert. I get all the dessert I want in Sunday school.
You're a liar. And what kinds?
All kinds of chocolate cake and candy bars and Twinkies and Big Ones. We get refreshments all the time, all we want.
Still say you're a liar.
Ice cream. And donuts. Okay.
Who gives it to you?
Minister?
Why, is he crazy?
No, I think he's rich.
Sunday school, huh? Ralph, listen to this. That was the wrong thing to tell the herdmen. Sure enough, the very next Sunday, there they were in Sunday school, just in time to hear about the Christmas pageant.
What's a pageant?
It's a play?
Like on TV, what's it about?
It's about Jesus.
Everything here is.
Well, and it's about Mary. Mostly it's about Mary.
Who's Mary?
I am. Well, probably I am. I know the part.
Charlie, you and David, come on. Beth, let's get started. Oh, thank you, children. Bring the benches on quickly.
Yes, sir.
All right, children. Now, children, this won't take very long. We'll all just settle down, please. Children, let's settle down. All right. Now, today we're going to decide who will play the main parts in our Christmas pageant. But of course, you'll all have a very important part to play. Well, you know what Mrs. Armstrong always says. There are no small parts, only small actors. Well, isn't that what she always says?
That's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Well, don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means the short kids have to be in the front row of the angel choir, or else nobody can see them.
Well, not exactly. It really means that the littlest baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary.
Naturally, Alice, that's what you think, but I think Jesus is more important.
I still think it means the short kids have to be in the front row.
No, guys, how will there have been no Christmas if there was no Jesus?
Everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kids. Is everyone here? Beverly, will you go out to the hallway and see if anybody's left out there? Thank you. Okay, now you younger children will be our baby angels, so please ask your mothers if they have white bed sheets. And of course, the angel choir will also... Oh, let's make room for the Herdmans. Where's Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Oh, did she say she was sick?
She just left. All I did was I said, hi, Beverly, and she just left.
Oh, well, will someone please tell Beverly about our rehearsals the next 4 Wednesdays, and please plan to be to everyone.
But what if we get sick?
You won't get sick. Now, Mary and Joseph, of course, must absolutely be to every rehearsal.
But what if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick and we haven't even started yet.
We don't know that Beverly got sick. Oh, here she is. Are you all right, sweetie? Come and sit down right away. There we go. All right, now, I want you to all think about Mary. We all know the kind of person Mary was. She was quiet and gentle and kind. And the girl that plays that part should try to be that type of person as well. So who would like to volunteer for that part? Imogene, did you have a question?
No, I want to be Mary. And Ralph over there, he wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'll just write that down. We'll make a list of all the people who would like to volunteer, and then we'll all decide later who will get the parts. All right. Now, Ralph, Herdman. Who else would like to volunteer to be Joseph? Elmer, did you raise your hand?
No?
All right, just raise your hands. Any volunteers? Any of you shepherds? All right, then Ralph will be Joseph. Now, Imogene has volunteered to be Mary. I'll just write that down. Now, what other names can I put on that list? Maxine. Beth? Alice, would you like to volunteer?
No, I don't want to.
I'll be Mary. Shut up, Gladys. I'm already married. You be a wise man.
Well, the wise men are usually boys, but, well, they don't have to be.
I'll be a wise man. Me too. Hey, Claudia, you want to be a wise man? Raise your hand. What's a wise man? Just raise your hand. What's left to be? Some angel. Always that. What is it?
Well, that's the angel of the Lord who visits the shepherds and tells them that Jesus is born. Oh, thank goodness, there we do have some volunteers. David, did you want to be a wise man?
No, I just wanted to say I can't be a shepherd. We're going to Philadelphia.
Well, why didn't you say so before?
I just remembered, and she doesn't want me to be a shepherd.
Well, why not?
She just said, don't be a shepherd. I'm not going to be a shepherd
Oh,
either.
yes, you are. What is the matter with all of you?
I don't want to be a shepherd. God has hurt and hits too hard.
I don't know what you're talking about. The angel of the Lord just visits the shepherds and tells them that Jesus is born.
And hits them.
Elmer, that is ridiculous. I don't want to hear another word about it from anyone. No shepherds may quit, or get sick, or go to Philadelphia for that matter.
Darn.
All right, children, that's all for today. Alice, why didn't you volunteer?
I don't know.
Oh, I expected you to be Mary. Why did you happy?
This is Bradley. Oh, come on, Alice. I don't know. I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogen would have killed me. She said, I'm going to be marrying this Christmas pageant, and if you say a word or raise your hand, you'll wish you didn't. And I said, but I'm always marrying the Christmas pageant. And she said, fine, go ahead then. And next spring, when the pussy willows come out, I'll stick a pussy willow so far down your ear that nobody can ever reach it, and it'll sprout there and grow, and you'll spend the rest of your life with a pussy willow bush growing out of your ear. You know she wouldn't do that. She would too. Her mother will do anything. You just wait. They'll do something terrible and ruin the whole pageant, and it's all your mother's fault. Come on, Maxine.
Jane, Evan McCarthy here. Did you hear? Well, it must be Grace's fault somehow. How else would the 6 of them wind up in the Christmas pageant when they ought to be in jail?
Vera, Irma Slocum, I just heard that Imogen Herdman is going to be marrying the Christmas pageant night. Is that right? All 6 of them? Vera, I live next door to that outfit, and I'd rather live next door to the zoo. Has Grace gone crazy?
Where did they come from? Who let them in? Imogen Herdman? What kind of a child is that to play Mary, the mother of Jesus? And where was Reverend Hopkins, I would like to know? He was what? Oh, visiting the shut-ins. Well, I'm a shut-in, and he wasn't visiting me. What's the
Somebody better nail down the church for the longest church service and let the coaches really clean them out.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened. Well, let me tell you.
Don't tell me, I'm on your side. Come on, let's go.
I mean, Helen Armstrong is not the only woman on the face of the earth that can run a Christmas pageant. Well, I decided I would just do the best I could under the circumstances, but now I've decided I'm going to make this the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they're the only ones who volunteered. Well, I don't really care what anyone else has to say about it.
Look, good for you, Grace. Let's just go.
And you're going to help me.
Does that mean?
You have to go.
Oh.
Now the inn will be back here off stage, and then the shepherds will come in and they'll gather around the manger.
Where will the shepherds come from anyway? What's an inn? It's like a motel where people go spend the night. What people did? Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Why?
To pay their taxes. I don't know, Cal. Shut up, Ollie. Everybody, shut up. I want to hear her. Begin at the beginning.
The beginning?
The beginning of the play. What happens first?
Well, Imogene, this is the Christmas story from the Bible. Don't you know the Christmas story from the Bible? Well, that's what this pageant is, so I'd better read it to you.
I don't believe that. Do you that they've never heard the Christmas story?
Why not? They don't even know what a Bible is, and they never went to church in their whole life. Until your dumb brother told them we got refreshments. Now we have to waste all this time for nothing.
Here it is. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph went up with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child.
Pregnant! She was pregnant!
All right, we all know that Mary was pregnant. Now listen to what happens next.
I don't think it's very nice to say that Mary was pregnant.
Well, she was.
I don't think your mother should say Mary was pregnant. It's better to stay great with the child. Besides, I'm not supposed to talk about people being pregnant, especially in church.
And wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for him in the inn.
My gosh, they didn't have room for Jesus.
Well, they didn't know the baby was going to be Jesus.
Didn't Mary know? Didn't he know? What was the matter with Joseph not telling him her pregnant and everything?
What's a manger? Some kind of bed?
Well, they didn't have a bed in the barn, so Mary had to use whatever she could find. Well, what would you do if you had a new baby and no bed to put the baby in?
We put Gladys in a bureau drawer.
Oh, well, there you go. You didn't have a bed for Gladys, so you had to use something else.
Oh, we had a bed, all right. It's just Ollie's still in it. She wouldn't get out. She didn't like Gladys. Remember that, Ollie? How you didn't like Gladys?
That was a pretty smart thing of Ollie, not to like Gladys right off the bat.
Anyway, a manger is a large wooden feeding trough for animals.
What were the watered up clothes?
The what?
It says it in there. She wrapped them up in watered up clothes.
Oh, swaddling clothes. A long time ago, people used to take big pieces of material and wrap the babies up very tightly to help them feel all cozy and warm.
You mean they tied him up and put him in a feed box? Where was the child welfare? There wasn't any child welfare in Bethlehem. I'll say there wasn't.
Anyway, and there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the...
Shazam!
What?
Out of the black night! With horrible vengeance!
Gladys, I don't know what you're talking about.
The mighty marvel and amazing comets. Out of the black night!
Gladys, this is the angel of the Lord who visits the shepherds.
Out of nowhere, right? In the black night, right?
Well, in a way.
Shazam.
Anyway, now when Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east bearing gifts of gold and frankincense
What's that?
and myrrh.
What's that?
Well, they were special things, spices and precious oils.
Oil? What kind of a present is oil? We get better presents from the welfare.
Were they welfare, the wise men?
Well, no, they were kings. And
Well, it's about time somebody important shows up. If they're kings, they can get the baby out of the barn until the innkeeper were to get off.
Well, they were wise men, and they were sent by Herod, who was like the main king, and he wanted the wise men to find the baby Jesus so he could put him to death.
My gosh, he was just born. They're gonna kill a baby?
Who's Herod in this play?
Herod isn't in the play.
He's out to kill a baby and he isn't even in the play.
Well, somebody better be Herod. Let Charlie be Herod. And he says, go get me that baby. And they say, okay, because he's the king and all.
But then they don't do it. Think about it. Get Herod.
I'm not going to be Herod.
But Herod isn't in the play. Forget about Herod.
No, Joseph goes and gets the service together and they go wipe out Herod.
See? We're going to put one in his going to me. They'll get killed.
No, Herod isn't in the play. Forget about Herod.
And I run away with the baby till the fight's over.
Somebody ought to wipe out the innkeeper. Gladys, you go fix the innkeeper.
I can't. I'm an angel.
Kids, let's take a 5-minute break.
Well, I wouldn't just hang around in some old barn. I'd go get a room.
She said there wasn't any room.
Then I'd throw somebody out. I'd say, I've got this baby here and it's the middle of winter, so either get out or move over.
I'd go after old Herod.
Oh, it's a name black. She could point her electric finger and turn him to a pile of ashes. Yeah, Zach! What's the name of this play anyway? She never said. Christmas Cat. That's no name. That's what it is. I know a name. I know a name. I call it Revenge Jesus quit the pageant. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum. But Mrs. Slocum said she wasn't going to let Imogene Herdman get her hands on him, so he didn't have a baby, and that bothered my mother. She was trying to scratch up a baby even at the last rehearsal. What do you keep writing in that book?
It's like a diary where I write all the stuff.
No, it's not. It's all about the Herdmans. Imogene curses and swears. Ralph talks about sexy things. Mrs. Bradley called Mary pregnant. Gladys Herdman drinks communion wine. It's not wine. It's grape juice.
I don't care what it is. She drinks it. I've seen her 3 times with her mouth all purple. They steal, too. If you shake the birthday bag, it doesn't make a sound because they stole all the pennies out of it. And every time you go to the ladies' room, Imogene Herdman is sitting there smoking cigars in the Mary costume.
And you wrote this all down? What for?
For my mother and Reverend Hopkins and the Ladies' Aid Society and anybody else who wants to know what happened when the whole Christmas pageant turns out to be a big mess.
Alice, Matt, come on, let's get started. All right, now this is our dress rehearsal, so it's very important that we get right on it.
Oh, Grace. Oh, we're all just back in the kitchen making applesauce steak. We'll try not to bother you, but I was just...
Oh, Edna, I was wondering, didn't your niece have a baby a few weeks ago?
yes.
A little girl?
She's 5 weeks old.
Oh,
She's
I
just
wonder-
started.
well, I'm wondering if we might use her for the Christmas
Oh,
pageant.
no. Grace, I could make up a story and tell you that something was wrong. She was cranky or fussy or something, but to be perfectly honest, she's happy, healthy, and beautiful, and we'd like to keep her that way, not to turn her over to Imogene Herdman. Sorry, Grace.
Mrs. Bradley, you can have my little brother, Jesus.
David, I didn't know you had a new baby.
He's not new. He's 4 years old. He's double drinking and drinking. Right.
Oh, I don't think that's good.
I'll get the baby.
How can you do that?
There's always 2 or 3 carriages outside the supermarket. I'll just get one of them.
Imogen, you can't just run off with somebody's baby. We'll just use a doll.
Yeah, doll's better anyway. Doll can't bite you.
Oh, and Imogen, Mary didn't wear...
I have to wear these. I just got my ears pierced, and if I take them out, they'll grow together.
Well, not in an hour and a half. What did the beautician tell you to do?
What beautician?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Gladys.
I'll bet she did it with an ice pick. I'll bet Imogene's ears turn black and fall off.
Well, we'll just find something else smaller for the pageant. And is that your costume? You're all supposed to be in your costumes tonight.
I can't find my halo. My wings are all bent. My mother doesn't always see. Can you ever see the balloons on it? I haven't any costume. I've never been a shepherd before.
That's weird clothes to bath.
He doesn't have a bathrobe.
So why don't you hang around the house?
His underwear.
All right, we'll just pretend you're in your costumes tonight, okay?
Are we going through the whole thing?
Yes, the whole thing. But first we're going to do just the entrances. So take off the benches and the little stools, please. And take your places quietly and quickly. There we go. Maxine, we'll start with the last few lines before each entrance, please. All right, go ahead.
Shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night.
Okay, then there will be music and shepherds. Okay.
And the angel of the Lord appeared to them. And
Shazam! Out of the black night!
No, you don't. Go on, Maxine.
a multitude of heavenly hosts.
Okay, there will be more music and then angels. Very nice, girls. Then there will be some more music and then the wise men will come in from over here.
I've got the baby here. Don't touch him. I named him Jesus.
No, you don't say anything. Mary and Joseph just make a lovely picture for us to look at while we think about Christmas and what it means. Now put the baby back.
I don't get to say anything. Some angel tells me what to name my baby. I would have named him Bill.
What a terrible thing to say.
Which angel was it? There's angels all over the place. Gladys, was that Gladys?
No, Gladys just visits the shepherds and tells them that Jesus is born.
Yeah! Unto you a child is born. Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. My gosh, you'd never get out of the first grade if you had to write all that. Hey, Leroy, catch this!
Go! Mrs. Bradley, what should I do? Should I start over?
Let's take a 5-minute break. I need a drink.
Come on, Matt. Through the whole thing. The 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes, and Imogene Herdman spent the whole time in the ladies' room smoking cigars. Then Mrs. McCarthy went in and saw the smoke, and she called the fire department, and they came right away. But the only one they found was in the kitchen. All the applesauce cakes burned up. And then everybody was mad. The ladies were mad, Mrs. McCarthy was mad, and my mother was mad.
Why in the world did you call the fire department about a little smoke?
There was a lot of smoke. The old lady's room was filled.
It couldn't have been. You just got excited. And now there are firemen crawling through the whole church and baby angels, and half the neighborhood had to come see what was happening. Well, didn't you know it was cigar smoke?
No, I didn't know it was cigar smoke. I don't expect to find cigar smoke in the ladies' room of the church.
You guys, where's our...
It's
You
the
guys,
short
how is there?
No, it's the short
We know there was happening. It wasn't over here. It wasn't Jesus.
Guys, there's an audience. Well, anyways, we're gonna have a short intermission now. The bathrooms are back there. There's a drinking fountain.
And the refreshments over there. And you have to go around to get them.
And make sure you go around, or Imogene will get you.
Imogene, get him! Everybody was mad. Alice Wendellkin's mother was mad. The whole Ladies' Aid Society was mad. Reverend Hopkins said he didn't think anybody would come. I didn't think so either. And neither did Charlie. But we were off. On Christmas Eve, the church was jam full. Everybody wanted to see what the Herdmans would do.
All right, now wait for me to get the light on. Watch your step.
I can't even see where I'm going with this thing. I don't know what in the world you wanted to do with it.
Well, I thought it might look like a palm tree, but I can see now that it doesn't. Oh, I don't have any idea what's going to happen tonight. We've never even gone through the whole thing once, and the Herdmans, they still think it's some kind of a spy story. So this may be the first pageant in the history of the world where Joseph and the wise men get in a fight and Mary runs off with the baby. Where are the kids?
All the kids in the world are down in the basement putting on bed sheets.
No, I mean our kids.
We're here.
Oh, why don't you have your costumes on?
It's just going to be awful, you know. They look all like sugar trees, all fastened together with safety pins. They're moldy old sneakers. I mean, Mary and Joseph, they look like refugees.
Well, that's what they were, Mary and Joseph. They were refugees of sorts. They were a long way from home. They didn't have any good place to stay. They didn't know anybody. They were probably cold and tired and messy.
I don't know about cold and hungry, but it's sure messy.
Do you think I ought to go take
I think you worry too much. Now, I'm going to be pushing wise men on the stage and handing out shepherd's script. When do I do all this?
Oh, I brought you a script. Just follow this and you'll be fine.
Okay, let's see. Wise men, shepherds, baby angels. Doesn't seem to say anything in here about fire engines.
Oh,
Just kidding, you'll be fine.
all right now. Let me get a look at all of you. Gladys, where is your halo?
Our camp fairy didn't listen. I think I ought to tell them something where besides the baby came. Why would they all tear off after some baby they don't even know? I ought to tell them it's Jesus. And I ought to tell them where he is.
No, you tell them unto you a child is born, and that's all you say. All right, now people are starting to come in, so I want you to take your places very quietly, okay? Oh, and by the way, good luck.
Mrs. Bradley, actors don't say good luck, they say break a leg.
Break a leg! No way! It's just a theatrical saying. It doesn't mean break a leg, yours or anyone else's. Oh. And Imogene, try to remember that this is a baby. And for tonight anyway, it's the baby Jesus.
Hear no sound.
Suddenly there was a multitude of heavenly hosts saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
When Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east to worship him, bringing him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traveled so far. Field and mountain, moor and mountain, drawing yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of might, star of royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to our perfect light.
They look awful too. And what's that Leroy's got?
It's a ham.
A ham? I bet they stole it.
No, I think it's from their welfare basket.
You mean it's their own ham? Then they must really hate ham.
Even if they hate ham, Alice, it's the only thing they've given away in their whole entire life.
So, still it's awful. Being warned in a dream that they should not return to their own country, the wise men departed another way. The shepherds also departed, praising God for all that they had seen and heard. But Mary kept all of these things and pondered them in her heart.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Beth, look! Mary's crying. Mrs. Bradley, Mary's crying.
Could you believe that was Emma Jean Burton? And all the rest of them. Irma, that was the best pageant we've ever had. And I'm not sure why. But I think it could be them. Is that possible?
Oh, I always get all weepy about the pageant. I guess it's the children and carols and all, but you're right. This is the best one, and it should have been the worst.
But there was just something different.
Well, the angel of the Lord was different.
Yes, but I like that. You know, it has fun. Sometimes Camden
let her have Eugene to be the baby Jesus.
Who was the baby Jesus?
Well, it was a doll.
Oh, no, Irma. I don't think so. That was no doll.
Well, it did seem real.
It did seem real, as if it might have happened just that way. We all thought it was about baby Jesus, but that was only part of it. It was about a mother and a father with a new baby coming along, with no place to go, no money, and nobody to see. And then arriving from the east, like my uncle from New Jersey, some rich friends. Because of the Herdmans, the whole Christmas story changed. Imogene birthing the baby. Even Gladys, go see him. He's in the barn, so the shepherds didn't have to stumble all over the countryside. And even the wise men giving such a sensible gift. After all, you can't eat frankincense. And I guess it wasn't that way for Imogene. For her, it was all mystery and wonder, as if she just caught on to what the Christmas story was all about. And afterwards, we had a party in the basement, but they didn't even stay. They didn't have cocoa, they didn't walk off with all the cookies, and they wouldn't even eat their candy canes.
Well, I guess that's about it. Any kids left in the basement?
No, they've all gone, but Bob, you have your bathrobe on.
Well, why not? Someone might take me for a shepherd. I wouldn't mind being a shepherd in this Christmas pageant.
Yes, you would. Some lady came up and hugged me.
Oh.
Should I bring his ham?
Oh, that's the Herdmans from their welfare basket. Leroy brought it and he wouldn't take it back. He said you don't take back a present.
Leroy said that? Man, they must really good.
You and Alice Wendell can.
Hey, what about the lights?
Oh, they're on a timer. They'll go off by themselves at midnight.
Well, that shouldn't be long. Hey, it's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas? I haven't finished my Christmas shopping.
Oh, Mom, what about our Christmas presents?
I wonder if Shopko is still open.
Does that mean?
You have